When it comes to hybrid SUVs, Volvo is still at the top. I'll include a link to the Volvo and Salt Lake's website in the description down below. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide. By the way, if you have any questions, just ask for Mark. Let's get into it. Powering this is a plug-in hybrid 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed automatic. It's got an 18.8 kilowatt-hour battery pack. 63 is the MPGe rating. 28 is what it can get without hybrid assist. It can go 36 miles on a charge. It produces 455 horsepower, 523 pound-feet of torque. We're closing in on 500,000 subscribers. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help me out with that. Now, Volvo's design language is very simplistic, but that's what makes them look so good. You of course have the Thor's hammer for the daytime running light, but you've got this nice blacked out trim below the headlight, and then look at the grille, how it crisscrosses. And I think Volvo shows that you don't need to go crazy with the design. Simplicity is key. Tire wheel setup is 255 by 45 by 20. You've got silver on the outside of the wheels, blacked out in the center. We also have blacked out mirror caps, and both of the door handles actually have keyless entry. Now, I personally am a fan of the proportions of the XC90, but I think the 60 also works really well with Volvo's styling proportion-wise. When it comes to key fob features, we've got the Volvo logo there. We have our lock and unlock opening for the hatch, and then the little alarm button on the other side. 12 volt in the cargo area. We also have a cargo cover built in from the factory, and there's quite a bit of space behind the second row with the 60 here, and this is one of the big benefits of it. It's practical, similar in size to a RAV4, I think. Got the nifty bow taillight design here in the back, and then you can see all the chrome badging here too. That will cap things off for the exterior of the 60. This week's giveaway makes my Jeep look lame because it is a supercharged Rubicon 392 that is fully decked out, producing 650 horsepower. Now, not only can you win this Rubicon 392, but part of the giveaway is also $26,000 in cash to help pay for the taxes. And not only that, your donations go towards helping children's and veterans charities. So use code BHC or click the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment. Any donation, $25 or more, will give you 4x bonus entries. Let's now pop into the interior. Got a lot of soft touch here on the door panel, including on the armrest down below. And then look at these seats. Got that kind of cross-stitching hexagon-ish pattern there too. Legroom in the back is good. We also have a little storage net, heated seats in the rear. You got a USB port, and then headroom back here is pretty good even with the sunroof. Keyless entry for up front. Let's pop in. Blind spot monitoring. This also comes with memory seats for this package, and then down below you've got your power folding mirror function, and then you got more soft touch trim on the rest of the door panel. The front seat again has that same kind of like hexagon pattern. Power adjustable with lumbar support too, and then the front passenger seat's also power adjustable with lumbar support. This leads us to the steering wheel. We've got soft touch all around. On the front face, we got practical controls for like the center screen. You also have your cruise control, regular stocks there on the back too. Full digital cluster here in the center, and it shows you important information like your battery range and your fuel range. And again, they haven't gone over the top with the design. Now, this does come equipped with a 360 camera system. It does have good resolution. Now, this is their new infotainment system. You can tell it's definitely popped onto the dash versus the old unit that was more integrated. This is one of the downside about going for bigger and bigger screens during a, refresh of a car. But anywho, it is quick to respond. Everything is nicely labeled, which I think Volvo's kind of all about ergonomics in a lot of ways. And this does have heated seats and heated steering wheel, no cooled seats with this, but it does have dual zone climate. And it is important to note you have a bunch of different drive modes because of the plug-in hybrid system. So basically hybrid, power, pure, which is your kind of electric mode, all-wheel drive and off-road. You can even change the steering feel. And they do have a couple physical controls below the infotainment system. This whole center stack's really nice. Got the crystal shifter. They're kind of like a centerpiece in the Volvos. Let's do it in the twist for the engine. Parking brake and auto holds features. And then you got the center console, use some USB port action. Nice trim there. There's also some nice wood trim with that, and there's more of that on the dash there. And then we do have a little slider for the sunroof. So this is an XC60 T8 Plug-In-Hybrid 2026, and yeah, it's got a few options added to it, like the Harman Kardon. $70,490. Let's see how this performs. C60, and I've got a little secret to tell you guys. So if you've ever been in a Volvo, you'll probably notice that it is really quiet inside, and it feels kind of like cozy. Now, part of that is the interior design with the seats. Volvo makes really good seats. They're very comfortable. I mean, if you've ever been to a Volvo dealership, it's probably something that the salesman has pitched to you. It's the seats, and they are good. They're a little bit narrower, but I mean, overall material use is nice with a synthetic trim, and they're just, like I said, they're just comfy. So that's part of it. You know, kind of some of the design elements, but the other part is they're using acoustic glass all throughout, front and back windows, and it does make a substantial difference in terms of the overall insulation of the car. Not only for, you know, how this feels with you know, the hot and the cold, but it is also going to affect the sound and just all of that. If you get into a car and it feels cozy, check the windows. Check the windows, and you'll probably find that there's at least one set of acoustic windows. There might be multiple like this. Yeah, smooth power delivery. Gotta see what drive mode we're in. Oops, wrong button. That's one thing about these touchscreens. You got a lot happening in a small place. So, I mean, it's a decent sized screen, but still. Man, smooth. Quiet too. Gonna pop it into the B mode, so that'll do the regen. And that's one thing that's nice about Volvo's plug-in hybrids, is you can drive these more so like an electric car. Yeah, the regen's good. And when you have such an insulated car, then that means that the sounds that you are hearing, rather than coming from the outside, are going to be more from the inside. So whatever music you're playing, you know, the turn signal indicator has this kind of like snapping sound to it. So it kind of all adds to the experience. And when it comes to, wait a second, power, yeah, it's got a little bit, I'll get another little acceleration in a moment, but it's definitely got a bit of a bump. I mean, that regen is the same as what you see in an electric car. Yeah, it's got good power. It might not feel exactly like 455 horsepower, 523 pound-feet of torque. This thing, plug-in hybrids always feel a little bit less powerful than what the figures on paper suggest, but it feels more than strong enough. So, in conclusion, the XC60 is probably the sweet spot for most people size-wise with a Volvo, because it still provides you a good cargo space. You got a little bit more clearance than like the wagons, not that much more, but a little bit more. And it's still small enough that it's easy to fit in parking spaces. You kind of got that zippy feel with it. And this powertrain feels really strong in this car. Very, very strong. So, let me know your thoughts about the 60. And yeah, if you're ever wondering why Volvos feel so cozy, if you've ever been in one, that's why. Check the windows. Check the windows. It does make a big difference. And acoustic glass is here to stay, and it's going to be in more and more cars as time goes by, because it's a really easy, low technical way for an automaker to make their car feel cozier, more luxurious, right? Just a good part of the experience.